One of the absolute most essential tools you can use for understanding market movements is the Relative Strength Index. Some traders overlook this tool because they see it as being too widely used or too simplistic, but this really is absolutely essential to understanding momentum and strength within any market. And I do believe it cannot be overlooked within any trading plan or trading idea. Following on in our beginner to pro course of tutorials on this channel, this really is the logical next step. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down everything that you need to know about how RSI works and how you can use it in your trading strategies. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned until the end of the video to get all of the important information. If you are trading along with us, use the Bybit link in the description to trade on my preferred exchange with our exclusive benefits for this community. Be sure to join our Discord community. That link is in the description also. And this is where all of the traders in our community trade together on a daily basis and learn and earn together. We can see in the P&L share group that the crew is killing it, using our strategies and growing together. Some of the traders here are really doing amazing things with our strategies, so get involved here in the Discord. Also be sure to subscribe to my personal trading channel and put on the notifications there for all of the new trading tutorials that I drop, as well as the live streams, and make sure that you do catch up with the tutorials here, so that you are up to date with our trading strategies and can trade along with us. There are trading tutorials here on a beginner, intermediate, and a pro level. I'm just going to give an extremely brief history of the origin of the Relative Strength Index. It was created by J. Wells Wilder in his groundbreaking 1978 book, New Concepts in Technical Trading Systems. He also created other widely used technical analysis methods such as average true range, directional movement index, the parabolic SAR, stop and reverse, which I use a lot to determine where my stop losses should be set for ultimate risk management, and there is a video on that on my personal trading channel. He also created the moving average convergence divergence indicator, which is the MACD, and as most of you know, is very widely used still to this day. I'm now going to go very briefly into how the RSI formula works. You do not need to understand this mathematics in order to utilize the RSI for your trading strategies. But for those of you who are slightly more mathematically minded, this is very interesting and does add a little bit more depth. At the core of the RSI is the calculation of the relative strength of an asset's price. This is accomplished by examining the average gains and losses over a period of time, and then using a formula to divide the average gain by the average loss. As a result, the RSI is an oscillator, which means it moves from a value of 0 to 100, with values above 70 indicating overbought and below 70 indicating oversold. The influence of timeframes on RSI cannot be overlooked. A shorter timeframe will generate a more responsive RSI, and a longer timeframe will produce more consistent and less sensitive RSI movements. This is also why matching and rhyming the stochastic RSI with regular RSI is so powerful as a sniper entry technique, and there is a video in my playlist on that on this channel. In a very basic sense, what the RSI shows you are overbought levels above the 70 line and oversold levels below the 30 line. These levels are extremely useful for understanding momentum within the market and are really very powerful, especially when used in Confluence with other indicators and on multiple timeframes. Another major use of the RSI is to identify bearish and bullish divergences. You can see that the RSI indicator that I use automatically does print these bearish and bullish divergences, and that is this free RSI divergence indicator. I find that it does help for the newbies to have these bullish and bearish divergences printed at first, as it helps you over time to start to understand and see these divergences yourself. The concept behind a divergence is relatively simple, but it can be a little bit confusing at first. A divergence prints when you are getting differing information from your price and your momentum, and these often precede very large price moves. In this example, we can see that momentum has created a lower high with a downward sloping angle, and at the same time, price has created a higher high with an upwards sloping angle, and this is a classic bearish divergence, which as we can see resulted in a very nice immediate downside move, giving a very nice entry onto a 12% move, as well as then having that same level retested for a more extreme move to the downside of around 35%. Once you start to understand this concept, you will begin to see it all over the charts, and this can be very useful. Ideally, you do want your divergences to be above the 70 line for bearish and below the 30 line for bullish, but it can also be useful to find divergences as continuations, even if they are within the momentum zone between the 30 and the 70 level, as we can see by this bullish divergence here, which gave a very strong move. RSI really is best used in Confluence with other indicators, and this really is a matter of preference. You can use MACD, moving averages, other forms of RSI such as stochastic RSI, or your smart money concepts, or more advanced indicators such as market cipher. This really depends on what you prefer in your own rounded trading strategy. But in essence, it's good to remember that no trading indicator should be used on its own. You should always be looking for confluence between at least 3 to 5 different readings for any trading idea and entry. For this example, let's have a quick look at using the RSI in conjunction with the smart money concept order block strategy. This is one of the vital parts of my trading strategy. There is a video on SMC order blocks on this channel. I'm not going to do a full tutorial on SMC now, so please watch that video so you can understand how to implement it. For SMC, we look for a clear break of structure out of a trend, and then we quite simply look for the previous candle in the opposite direction of that break of structure and impulse move. Here we can see on price a beautiful mitigation, which means price returning back to that order block. And on our RSI, we see really nice confluence with our oversold level, which means that selling pressure may very likely be running out of momentum and there could be a reversal coming in. Here we can see how powerful this confluence is in that really nice 20% move to the upside on the confluence of the smart money concept order block and the RSI being in oversold. Again, this is just one example, but RSI also works with many other indicators, some of the best being moving averages, Fibonacci, fixed range volume profile support and resistance, and your MACD indicator. Let's talk quickly now about the limitations and challenges of using the RSI indicator. And really, this all comes down to making sure that you are using the RSI in confluence with other indicators. So, building a trading plan and not just relying on one indicator. The RSI can give you false signals, and to mitigate this issue, you must make sure that you are using the confluence of other differing indicators to give you more strength in your trading idea and your directional bias. Another major challenge is when the RSI remains in overbought or oversold conditions for an extended period of time. Again, this comes down to using other indicators to make sure that you're getting the ultimate trading signals. So, using your fixed range volume profile to show you the value area high or value area low, as well as your high volume nodes, in conjunction with your RSI, or something like your smart money concept or your market cipher trigger wave or divergence signals. RSI should never be used as a standalone indicator. Relying solely on RSI can result in a limited understanding of the market and increased risk. So, in summary, the relative strength index or RSI is a powerful momentum indicator or oscillator that provides valuable insights into price momentum and market conditions. By understanding the intricacies of RSI, traders can identify overbought and oversold conditions, spot trend reversals, and enhance their trading strategies, especially by using bullish and bearish divergences. The true power and beauty of the RSI comes in combining it with other indicators to create a well-rounded trading plan. And I really do believe that the RSI can be an integral part of a very powerful trading plan of 5 levels of confluence, the RSI being one of those core levels. I hope this has been useful. If you do have any questions, please let me know those in the comments.